In this video, I'm going to talk about the introduction to biology under the topic prokaryotic cells. So we're going to start by defining what a prokaryotic cell is. So a prokaryotic cell is simply a type of cell that does not have a true nucleus or membrane bound organelles. So it does not have any organs inside which is bound by a membrane. For example, of these cells, we have a bacterial cell, which is kind of a prokaryotic cell. Okay, so this is a figure showing a prokaryotic cell. So a prokaryotic cell has the parts like the capsule. The capsule, it has the cell wall, which is there, and the membrane. It also has the cytoplasm, ribosomes, plasma membrane, and pili, which are hair-like structures. And we also have the bacterium flagellum. The bacterium flagellum there, and we also have the nucleode. The nucleode, which contains the circular DNA. So those are some of the parts of the of a prokaryotic cell. Okay, so now let's look at the functions, the parts, and the function of a prokaryotic cell. Now, a prokaryotic cell, we said it has a cell wall, this part here, which is the cell. Now, what's the function of that part? So that part has the function of support. So it gives the structure support. It also protects the bacteria or a prokaryotic cell. So it also protects the prokaryotic cell, and it also helps in the maintenance of the shape of the cell. So a prokaryotic cell is maintained by the cell wall. The shape of a prokaryotic cell is maintained by the cell wall. From there we have the capsule. The capsule. Now the capsule is that part there. That part, the outer layer of a prokaryotic cell is called the capsule. Now the capsule, its function is to protect the bacteria against phagocytosis. Phagocytosis, so which is the process of engulfing. You know, in the human body there is phagocytes. Phagocyte engulfs bacteria, so the capsule protects the bacteria against phagocytosis, which is the engulfing of the bacteria. So it also helps the bacteria adhere to surfaces. It also helps in the attachment of the bacteria to other surfaces. Then from there, we have the plasma membrane. Remember, a prokaryotic cell have what we call the plasma membrane, which is this part here. So that part is just beneath the cell wall. Remember, we have the cell wall here and the plasma membrane. So after the cell wall, we have the plasma membrane. Now the function of the plasma membrane, it encloses the cytoplasm. It encloses the cytoplasm. It also eliminates wastes. It eliminates wastes, and it also maintains the constant organized state. By eliminating the waste, it maintains the constant organized states inside the cytoplasm. It also helps in the bacteria to respire. Respiration. So the process of respiration in a prokaryotic cell takes place in the plasma membrane. And then we have, it also helps in the synthesis of lipids and cell components. It helps in the formation of cell components. It also helps to synthesize lipids, and finally it also helps in the process of photosynthesis. Remember, prokaryotic cells, there are cells, bacteria, which are autotrophs. They make their own food through the process of photosynthesis, like plants do. Okay, so the other part is ribosomes. So ribosomes are these parts here, these small parts which are circular inside there all over that cell are called ribosomes. So ribosomes helps in the synthesizing of proteins in the cytoplasm. The only function of ribosomes is to synthesize proteins in the cytoplasm. And then the other part is the nucleoid, and the pili. So the nucleoid only contains the genetic materials, only contains the genetic material. So the nucleoid is this part here, which is that structure which is like code structure. So it contains the DNA of the prokaryotic cell, and the pili in singular is the pillars. These are hair-like structure on a bacteria or a prokaryotic cell. So those hair-like structure helps for the cell for movement and allows the bacteria to attach to other cells. It allows the bacteria to attach to other cells. Like when it moves, it can attach to other cells in the body through the same pili. Okay, the other parts which we have are plasmid. Now the plasmid is the part which is here, that structure which is circular inside the cell there. Now that part, its function is to resist antibiotics. When we take antibiotics, the plasmid helps the cell to resist the antibiotics. And then the flagella is this tail-like structure here, this tail-like structure, which helps in the movement of the prokaryotic cell, which is the bacteria. It helps in the movement. And we have the last part, which is the cytoplasm. I'm sure you know this part in a cell, which is the liquid like jelly inside the cell there. The cytoplasm, this part. Okay, so the cytoplasm is only the site for metabolism, Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Remember, don't forget to subscribe and like my video so that you do not miss any of my videos.